Solo parenting is officially around the corner, which means my whole month has been completely packed with prepping freezer meals and decluttering the house. But we also have a massive budget update thanks to getting military childcare assistance. Our numbers look so much different moving forward. I'm about to do something that I've never done before, and it's actually staying in front of the eight ball when it comes to prepping for solo parenting. So, my husband's going to be going underway soon, and that means all of the little projects and anything that's bothering me, I won't really have the time to get to when he's away. So in this video, we're tackling all these little itty bitty things that have just compounded over the month and taking care of them one at a time. Because again, when you have one project done, you can carry that momentum forward. And I'm trying to build little habits throughout the day to maintain my sanity as well as keep the house on track. I also have some major news coming about our new daycare rate with our military subsidized plan, and I can't wait to break that down a little bit for you guys and show where all this extra money is going. The change in seasons often coincides with the message, buy more stuff. Instead of slowing down and savoring the last rays of sunshine as we prepare to hunker down for a long winter. I want this change to be welcomed by focusing on little daily habits that improve my mood, which means clearing away things that don't fit and making space for the things that do. It's little actions like these that give us space to appreciate the world around us. Now that the house is settled, let's talk about my September life updates and the new childcare budget that actually allows us to save money. I hope you guys have a cup of coffee or some tea to sit down, and we're going to do a little bit of a life update and a monthly budget update for September. We have been paying $720 a month since January and didn't know how much longer we could actually afford it. And then we finally heard back from the military with our subsidized childcare and our new rate and how much more money that's going to open up in our budget for not only adding to our very small emergency fund, but also some other additional life things that we are in need of, and just prepping for those in advance than waiting till the last possible minute and just like not shopping sales properly. So to kind of give like a breakdown, we've spent a little over $5,000 since January on daycare, and we know that we are getting a really good rate for our babysitter. In our area, it's a high cost of living area, and childcare for infants, especially before they hit toddler age, is about $2,000 a month. We knew we couldn't afford that, so we found somebody on Nextdoor that had their daily rate be $45 a day and have been making that work ever since. Now, making it work really just means like we've been able to afford it, but at the cost of not really saving money. So definitely paycheck to paycheck living, trying to be as smart with groceries as possible. Then it wasn't until that I started using the food bank, and then that has significantly helped because we are only going to be paying $126 a week for our new daycare. That is going to open up $216 a month, which doesn't seem like a lot of money, but for us, where we are trying to go and ultimately what we want to build for our family is moving in a positive direction. We are very excited, very grateful that we have finally been accepted to get subsidized care. We have been on the wait list since June 2025 and thought we had enough time between my maternity leave, my husband's paternity leave, that we would be able to get care in time, and that was not the case. Having this new subsidized care is really going to make a big difference in where we are now able to put our money. The big things that, like, looking towards the future that we do need, that again are like one-time purchases, which is great, so it's not like a reoccurring thing, is we need some sort of dresser for my son's room. Right now we have those hanging organizers in the closet, but they can be good for some things, but not everything. When you're trying to put little boy clothes of like onesies and shirts and shorts and pajamas and socks and oh, the clothes that made it through the wash but are too small and having to put those in a pile somewhere so I can figure out to donate them. Like, there are so many little things that bother me about that setup that at this point it's like we just need to bite the bullet and we just need to get a dresser. I have been scouring thrift stores and Facebook Marketplace since March, and I'm kind of at the point of, okay, I am not finding anything that A is worth the money that people are asking for online, or B at the thrift store where like the drawers like don't pull in and out properly, like they're off their tracks. So I think I'm just going to have to get something online and build it myself. Is that the ideal of what I would want to do? No, but being practical is also understanding I'm going to be doing this by myself when my husband goes underway. And that requires me loading it into my car, loading it out of my car, up a flight of stairs by myself. So, being practical here, probably getting something in a box that I have to build is what we're going to have to do. And so that's like the big thing is the childcare question getting taken care of, which has just been like just very, I feel very much at peace and like I can actually breathe now because with the continuous fluctuations of gas pricing and this, that, and the other thing always happening, it's just nice to have some breathing room for when something does happen or we just have a cushion. That's really what we're trying to get at. Next update that I have is a loan update. So I have been on my debt-free journey since June of 2025, right before my son was born. My old balance was at $5,954.06 at 4.5%. Right now, my balance is $1,271 at 4.05%. And I'm hoping to pay that off by December of 2026, so by the end of this year. And how I'm doing that is I'm just following the debt avalanche method. I found that by me just automatically putting an extra $200 a month towards it and not shopping, not buying anything new, anything that we needed or were like what I was looking for decor for this place was all at thrift stores for like under $3. That has significantly contributed to me paying down my debt. Now that is 1 out of 4 loans I have, but hey, you got to start somewhere. And I'm really happy that I've been able to stick it out and not be as tempted as I once was a few years ago with online shopping and buying things new and always wanting something more than I had. That definitely this has taught me way more discipline and I guess maybe the root of why I'm looking to shop and what I want to buy. Walking outside has seriously been a game changer for my mental health, especially with just how crazy the world is. Getting to be outside and in nature has always been very therapeutic to me, and I hope that wherever you are, you also can do the same. I hope you found this fall preparation video a bit refreshing since it seems everywhere we turn now, when there's a new season, there's a new reason to buy something that we don't need. And that during this time, I just really want to focus in on the little habits and maintaining motivation, especially when it can be hard when you are cooped up in the house. So, if you have any of those projects that you're putting off, I hope that this is a sign to kind of get them done. A lot of the stuff I put off literally takes 10 minutes, and I feel so much better afterwards. And I am looking forward to our new routine coming up, the new savings we'll have, and the little bit more flexibility that we'll have just in our monthly bottom line, especially with how crazy things have been. It has truly been a blessing between the food bank and finally getting military childcare assistance. I am really happy to share those updates with you, and I hope to continue to do so in the future. And to all who voted in my little poll a couple weeks ago, thank you. I did this video because I had some people express interest in this. If this is a kind of topic that you would like to see more on a monthly rotation, please let me know in the comment section. It really helps me gauge what you guys are finding interesting, and that way I'm putting out stuff that you actually want to watch. And to everybody out there, I hope that your preparations for the fall coming soon are going well and that you're getting those little pesky cleaning projects done, because I know that there's only so many days that can pass of looking at the same spit up stains or the same spilled milk on the carpet that you just have to take care of it. And I hope that this just gives you a little motivation just to do one of those projects, and that it can make a world of a difference in your mood and in your mind. I hope this video can kind of give a little bit inspiration of just getting motivated for the fall season. I know that there is such an emphasis placed on decorating and getting the house to look a certain way, especially this early in the season, which can be a little bit ridiculous. And that this just kind of shows more of a realistic approach to actually getting ready for the winter time, especially if you are somebody that's living on a low budget right now or doesn't have the energy or the bandwidth to do all the crazy things that you see everybody else do, that this just keeps you going one step at a time, and that you can still live a happy and joyful life with simple living.